So the word Lex, what does that mean to some people? Some people say, oh, that's Lexus. Others say that's a pro wrestler Lex Luger or Lex Luthor, Doctor Doom. It's also a Latin word that means the law, or in this case, Lex Live from Glass Hammer. They live in concert featuring songs from their critically acclaimed albums Paralandra, Chronometry, and Lex Rex, plus nearly 1 hour of bonus material featuring behind the scenes video, rehearsal footage, concert appearances, and more. Just killer. Everything was perfect. The sound was awesome and the setting was great. Everything seemed to click magically. I have seen lots of concerts, videos, and documentaries, but this will be a classic, says Flying Man from 91.5 FM WAWL. Now let's play The Doors' Light My Fire for the millionth time. I have found this album, Lex Rex, a true masterpiece, and I call it the best album of 2002. I can name Glasshammer America's Pretty Log Band, says Heinrich Strick, Background Magazine, Holland, featuring live performances of Chrono Theme, Tales of the Great Wars, One King, Further Up, Further In, Cup of Trembling, Chronos Deliverer, When We Were Young, and Heaven. Yes, and of course with me, I've got the review. Let's get into it. Chrono Theme, a nice return to forever inspired jam. Chick Corea's band. Guitars, keyboards, and bass. It's an instrumental, but it fits the tone well. Sets the tone well. Number 2, Tones of the Great War. Tales of the Great War. 3 female vocalists in time with the bassist. Keys and guitar, male vocals, and back to Steve, and then a jam to finish it off. It more fantasy inspired lyrics. This one's pretty good. One King. Sounds more keyboard driven. Guitar and keyboards complemented each other, and it was a shred fest with the guitarist Walter this time, who was wearing a long sleeve shirt and has some long hair. Further Up and Further In. Riff played by the keyboard and guitarist, and dang, that is a riff. I mean, it is just, you can hear the Yes influence in here and the ELP. Let's see. It's got a weird, one thing I didn't like was the kind of blur or 1980s kind of cheesy effect where it's like they got the image and then it just goes kind of psychedelic. I found that to be weird. I kind of did not like that. I'm like, what is this? It was like we're traveling through orange space. It's like, imagine like a 1980s Atari game when you're going through space, but imagine it orange. I'm like, I didn't like that. The weird, yeah. There was more Mellotron during the female male vocals and great SOC for this epic. I forget what SOC is. I can 100% say that this was my favorite song. It was the longest, maybe like 15-20 minutes in this 66-minute concert. A Cup of Trembling, which I've gotten to like this song. I'm like, what is a cup of trembling, like trembling before the Christian God? Bass and keyboards open this, and then a nice long guitar piece. But this one has a bit more of a rocking edge. This song is like 9 minutes long. And it feels like, these songs feel very compact. Chronos Deliver, keyboards for an airy feel. A calliope, aka, it plays on a merry-go-round. I noticed in like the last 3 songs, they get more of a calliope sound going on. And I'm like, alright, I like this. But again, those blur effects, I just don't like them. With the keyboards again, and this time we have 4 female singers. Like, where did this other female singer come from? I'm like, well, alright then. When We Were Young has a slower bit of beats per minute. I had a little bit of Dream Theater's 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. This era has more keyboards. It's like, this is symphonic progressive rock, not like neo or eclectic or heavy like Rush. No, this is the Emerson influence. The camera, I also noticed that throughout the concert, the camera switches from like a Stage to the third row. I'm like, why? I don't know. Maybe it's the first time I got a DVD and it wasn't exactly the greatest camera placement. So I will give it a pass to a point. And at the end, it almost all of the members gathered to sing the song "Heaven" and "When We Were Young." So it felt like a natural conclusion to a smaller venue. Maybe it held a couple hundred people, but it's like you're there to focus on the band performing, not caring about like the visual effects. I mean, yes, there was like some lighting and stuff like that. Bands have that, and that's good. I like that. This was a more intimate setting. And of course, you get the bonus as well. You got what do they have on here? It was behind the scenes, when they're rehearsing and everything else like that. They have the live DVD party of the first DVD, performing at Nearfest, and it's a good time. It's a gosh darn good DVD that I recommend that people watch, but do keep in mind that some of the effects are just a little odd to me. I'm like, why are you having the blurriness? Is it meant to give him more like a psychedelic feel? I'm like, no, I just want to watch the band perform. So I don't know, but it's like that was just like the only thing that threw me off. But everything else, it's like the performances, the singing, four female vocalists, which adds to the airy, just like elegant feeling to this album. I can definitely say if you want to have like a good introduction to the 2000s era of the band, then I recommend that you watch Glasshammer Lux live.